What's up, guys? Yes, I did buy him. The sandworm. Now, he's sort of smaller than I thought he'd be. I don't think he's like about 10 feet tall, 9.5. That counts as 10 feet tall. But honestly, the ghost crossing sign is like 8 or 9 feet tall. And that just leans on my wall. This barely leans on my wall. Like, it's sort of squished on the wall, but not as much as the ghost crossing. It's not as tall as the ghost crossing. That's insane. That's like 8 feet tall, that ghost crossing. It says this is 10 feet, about 10 feet. And it's only like 6 or 7 feet tall. It's animated, its tongue moves. Oh no, I'm gonna get eaten. Okay, that was cringe. I am so sorry, that was so cringy, okay. But his tongue moves. That's a cool extra for a licensed inflatable. Here's the box. It looks nice. Nice Beetlejuice vibe. This is easy find. Now they made one that sort of was just like this. They made this one on online only. I'm surprised it went in stores this year. I really wish they put the base fan there, honestly. I get why they put it here because there's the animated tongue, all that stuff about all the details that need air. I get why, but they should have still put it back there because it was a pain for me to like get it close to the wall, and now he's squished up because of it. He's still amazing though. Like, look at him. I actually thought he was worth it at first. I mean, he's sort of worth it. I mean, if you have the money, yeah, I recommend it. But it should have been $160 just because it's not 10. There's no way this is 9.5 feet because there's no way. My ghost crossing leans up to this wall a lot. And this barely leans. This thing barely leans. It's almost like it's 7 feet tall. Honestly, this thing's like 7 feet tall. That's like a lie. Here's a cool detail. I'm pretty sure Beetlejuice was directed by Tim Burton. It's Warner Brothers. And honestly, Tim Burton did Nightmare Before Christmas. On those they say Disney. So, and it's Warner Brothers. That's weird. That's interesting. Beetlejuice. Animated energy LED. Do not trust that. They're just generally so stupid. They think that LEDs are good. They're bad. LEDs are trash. But he's cool. I'm definitely putting him in my display this year. I actually know where he's going. He's gonna go by the palm tree, and then one side the Search the Ghost, which I'm getting hopefully this week. But yeah, this inflatable is really cool. I think it was a cool plus to have an animated tongue. That's like a really good extra. Because Jemmy doesn't really make that many animated licensed inflatables anymore, which is really a shame. That's great that this one's animated, and there's only like a couple that are licensed nowadays that animate, like the Little Shop of Horrors, Plant, a couple of others. Barely any licensed ones get animated anymore. Like back in the day, they had all kinds of animated inflatables that were based off of licensed characters. They barely make them. One of the only main ones is this Beetlejuice sandworm. But it's nice to have it. But I say it's worth getting if you have the money for it. It's $180. I wish it was cheaper because honestly, the Ghost should be more than this. I mean, I get it's licensed, and the fact that it has an animated tongue, that sure is gonna rise it up by a lot, like by $50, $60, but still. The fact that it's licensed and it has it's animated in a bit way. Yeah, that makes sense, but still. I still love this thing. It's an airborne inflatable. This thing inflates in seconds, and this thing actually, it was brand new. This is my first time inflating it, and it inflated so fast. Like, this thing inflates pretty fast. Like, in 5 seconds, it was unwrapped itself. It was insane. This thing This thing might actually have a tornado fan, guys. Tell me in the comments if it does, because I think it's a tornado fan, because that thing inflated like crazy fast. Just surprising for a pretty... This thing was way smaller than I thought. I still love this thing. He is so cool. Like, I love this inflatable. There's a skull mouse. Like, he has 2-layer mouths. He's so weird. He's cool. He might just look big in the stores because he was in a high shelf. I mean, that makes sense why he's really smaller in your bedroom than in the display in the actual store, because their shelves are pretty high. Like, I can tell you, Home Depot shelves are pretty high up. Walmart's a little higher, but still. When they're on displays, I'm like, if it was at home, it would be smaller probably. Still, it looks amazing. Love this inflatable. Definitely buy it. You should buy this. Guys, if you have the money, I definitely recommend it. It's worth the money. But if you can't afford it, I mean, yeah, I understand. It is pretty pricey. It is a lot of money after all, but I love it. I think it's worth it. That means I can't get Jack Straw now. I don't care. I actually feel in my heart to get inflatables instead of life sizes. I know that's heartbreaking to say, but you know, I've bought these things since I was a kid, so sticks and tethers, eatable and inflatable instructions. There's a couple more Halloween inflatables I'm getting this year. I'm getting the Search of Ghosts from the same store. I'm gonna try and get from Lowe's the Nerd Pumpkin. I'm not gonna guarantee it. I'm also gonna hope to get the Shaking Ghost, because my home has a lot of them, surprisingly. And it's September. It's almost October. Usually, like last year, everything's usually gone. But they actually have Halloween stuff. My location at least has... I mean, yeah, like the base fans are gone. The shark was actually there for a long time, but it finally sold out. Shaking Ghost almost looks like it's full in stock. It's almost like the 50%, like 49% of the Shaking Ghost are gone. There's still a good amount of them, so yeah, I recommend it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Halloween's display starting next week.